question I get is, am I spending too much money? And am I spending my money on the right things? What is very important here is, first of all, to track your expenses and your income. Cash is king. So prepare a cash flow sheet with a cash flow forecast based on known costs, expected costs, and your best guess also on the unknown costs. And of course, the revenues that you may be expecting. There's tools out there that you can use and that are plug and play that you can also integrate with your bank account or where you can import your Excel files. Once you've done that, keep track of your burn rate. So basically your monthly expenses and of how much money is going out every month. And specifically within that burn rate, look at the main cost drivers of your business. When you look at the main cost drivers, it also helps to see this visually. And one common way to doing this is to make bar charts. So for example, in an Excel sheet or like in one of those tools that I mentioned. And then it makes sense, especially if the burn rate is high, to track your cash flow on a weekly level, not just monthly, so that you understand how the cash moves through your company. And so to understand whether you're spending too much money, you can either look at benchmarks for companies with similar cost structures than yours, or you can look at your labor efficiency ratio. So for example, how much a dollar invested contributes to every dollar of P&L that you create. And this will give you an indication also on how efficient you are. So to understand whether you're spending money on the right things, it depends on the next goals in your traction plan. If the next goal is to get product market fit, you will be spending more on product development. If your next goal is profitability, you will try to make the company more efficient by reviewing efficiency ratios. And of course, if your next goal is scaling and growth, you will spend proportionally more money on customer acquisition, onboarding, and marketing and sales. So in any case, it's important to keep control of your cash flow by reviewing it weekly, or in the worst case, monthly. So you really want to have a finger on this. You want to be aware of your cash and you want to understand what comes in and what comes out. And that will allow you on a weekly or worst case monthly level to keep track of your cash, to see how much money you're spending, and also to quickly react if you see that you're not spending it on the right